It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A group of inmates at Cessnock Jail are safely back in their cells following a riot. Prisoners from H Block at the Shortland Correctional Centre refused to attend muster at about 11:15 yesterday morning, and a group of them climbed on the roof about an hour later. They were demanding opioid substitution therapy to cope with cravings from the loss of access to their supply of illicit drugs due to the suspension of visits during the coronavirus pandemic. Prison officers managed to get everyone back in their cells without further incident or injury around 4 hours later. Hunter seniors will benefit from a new lowered deeming rate coming in from today, but a peak seniors body is urging the federal government to lower the rate even further. Retirees earning above $172 in extra income each fortnight will now be able to keep more of their pension. But National Seniors Australia Chief Advocate Ian Henschke says the decision to cut the deeming rate was made before the current economic and health crisis.
The rates have to come down because we're living in new circumstances. We are in a very strange time at the moment, and you cannot tell people that they're earning 2.2%, 2.25% when they're not getting it. It's simply not fair.
Ships will sound their horns across Newcastle Harbour at midday to celebrate the efforts of seafarers for International Workers' Day. Newcastle will join ports across the world to show solidarity with workers and the sacrifices they've made to keep global trade going during the COVID-19 crisis. Port of Newcastle representative Sam Collier says the port expects an impressive turnout of ships taking part to make some noise.
There can be 10 to 14 ships in port at any one time, so we're hopeful that a lot of those ships will be participating. And really the objective is just a small but loud mark of respect for the international seafarers that are helping every day to ensure the flow of trade through our nation's port.
Local Governments for Sustainability Oceania has invited Newcastle Council to take up the new Cities with Nature initiative. Cities with Nature has been rolled out across the globe, aiming to enhance and recognise the value of nature in and around cities. Deputy Lord Mayor Declan Clausen says Council is supporting the move.
As a member of this program, we'll be looking at ways that we can assist in boosting biodiversity locally, and so that might be taking advantage of our urban forest and our street tree canopies, as well as looking at the opportunities that exist to further climate change adaptation and create a more livable and economically sustainable cities.
It's Starlight Day, and Hunter residents are being urged to dig deep to support sick children in hospital. The Starlight Foundation is hoping to raise $250,000 to fund its hospital services, the Starlight Express Room at John Hunter Children's Hospital and Captain Starlight. Chief Executive Louise Baxter says $39 covers a child for the entire time they're in hospital.
This year we are hoping to raise over $250,000, which will help Starlight support over 5,000 sick kids. And happiness matters for kids, especially matters for seriously ill kids.
2NURFM Sport.
Newcastle Jets Chief Executive Laurie McKenna is already planning for next season with coach Carl Robinson, despite the uncertainty around their postponed A-League campaign. McKenna is confident the Jets will overcome the challenges of coronavirus after FFA boss James Johnson admitted there was no guarantee all 11 clubs would survive the financial stress. McKenna says they're building towards the next campaign as best they can by using video calls to discuss players, contracts and possible training dates. The season will be on hold until at least May 31, with no confirmation from the FFA on a specific starting date. Newcastle's Kurt Fernley has been given a leadership role within the Australian squad for the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. The 39-year-old Games veteran won the men's wheelchair marathon on home soil 2 years ago. Fellow Hunter athlete and two-time Commonwealth gold medalist Natasha Scott says he's the perfect person for the job and will have a solid impact on the team. And Martins Creek Greyhound trainer Jeff Grimwood believes Aston Zodiac will hold out against Zipping Pepper in today's 5th grade final at the Gardens. And the winning numbers in Powerball are 6, 32, 9, 17, 25, 34 and 28, and the Powerball number is 10. 2NURFM News Time, 25 to 9.